Hi, welcome to the G Sports on Joy Prime. We are on DSTV2H1, and it's a pleasure to be back your way with another edition of the G Sports. Now, I've heard too many people talk about pressure on a celeb, pressure on people who graze our screens. I've been wondering, where is this pressure coming from? Is it self-imposed pressure or societal? But who makes up the society? I'm sure the celebs themselves are part of the society. Is it by force to succumb to this pressure? If truly there's pressure from the society. If it's not self-imposed, how do you notice when there's pressure on you? If you don't want to buy into the pressure, how do you become a victim of the pressure if there's pressure? Today we talk about pressure on celebs, whether it's societal or it's self-imposed. And the men will join us for the discussion first, and later the women will join us. So in no particular order, let me introduce to you my guest. To my extreme left is a huge sensation. He's staying woke all the time. He's refusing, to share his hair. He's very, very alert, and is a man dark O vibes. And he has his hair in a colored form, as always. And then next to him is my friend from way, way, way back, former member of the group Wuta. Now he's a solo artist, is Wuta Kobi. And it's great to have you, young men.
Thank you.
Or I should say old men. You feel young or you feel old?
I'm fresh. 23
years. Look at you. You wish. You so wish. But I'm sure you guys have also heard about pressure.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie, pressure, they bab me. That's how, I'm sure, guys, that's how you say it. Right. This pressure, is it self-imposed or is societal for you people who are musicians?
Oh, I go first.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I'll say it depends, because most people, certain people, like live their life based on what people say about them, and then certain people don't. So I mean, it varies.
So who is Dako Vibe? Are you living it based on what people say about you? Definitely, the people matter to you.
Yeah, of course, people matter to you, and because then again, I keep saying you don't live in the world alone. You live with people in the world, so of course what they say matters to you. So it depends on you. It depends on you if you are going to let it affect you, or you are going to maybe listen to what people have to say, and then you add it to what you have, and then you push yourself with it.
You fall for the pressure?
Well, I think that pressure comes on both sides. Pressure from yourself and from society as well. But what's more important is the effect that you allow for it to have on you and how you respond to it as well. So basically that's how pressure comes.
So I like the fact that you admit that there's self-pressure.
Yeah.
What brings about that one?
Well, self-pressure sometimes comes as a positive kind of pressure where you tend to thrive wanting to be a better version of the person that you have been before. It could be a daily thing, or, depending on the time frame with which you can get one thing accomplished and to the next one. Now, when you set goals ahead of you, you should know that you have to move from one step to the other. And that's some kind of pressure.
Which you personally put on yourself.
Yeah.
So that vibe, musician, you want to cross boundaries. And people around you, people you started with, are crossing boundaries. But you've written on paper, I want to cross boundaries, and you have not gotten there yet. And yet, when you see people say, but I see that with this person, they are gone like that. So I'm saying that does that also influence the kind of pressure you put on yourself? Because the people around you are going.
Yeah, of course. You are not in this world alone. And then if you are growing up, you have friends, you have colleagues that maybe you match your success by. So that's how you say, okay, maybe I have this friend, me and Amuel, they do this thing. Okay, where has he gotten to right now? Where have I gotten to? What am I doing wrong? Why am I not on the same level? And then, you put pressure on yourself, and then you work towards it. Then everybody, there's always levels. So, and then you get to that friend's level that maybe you want to get to, and then you want to get to another level. So that pressure there, like it's
an
on.
Ending.
Yeah, it's on. Unless you don't want to do anything, standard. But if you want to work, there's pressure everywhere.
There's pressure everywhere. Yes. Kobe, you admit that sometimes you just put yourself under. People will say it's unnecessary, but you have a target, and then you're trying to heavily get there. But there are hindrances, yet you want to go all means to get this target met. Don't you think that is you having society to put pressure on you?
Well, in a way, you know, like we can't completely rule certain things out. You understand? Because I feel like, I mean, no man is an island. You understand? We all need people to lean on some way, somehow. Plus, the typical example, the things that we do as musicians, we don't do it solely for ourselves. Though we find joy in them, we do it hoping that the masses will also find joy in it and enjoy it and applaud as well. Do you understand? So, to do certain things to please society is part of the things that we subscribe to be as a human, as a celebrity.
So for you, even though you're doing it to please society, it's also for yourself?
Of course, because I have to gain from it first. Now, I also believe that people who want to be like role models, because that's how it's perceived. Like, once you're a celebrity, so you're somehow a role model for a lot of people. Now, a lot of people look at you and they see that this is somebody that they can emulate for their future, growth. Now, if you don't live a certain right kind of life,
per their books.
Exactly. Then that means that you're not conforming to what society is.
So that's societal pressure, and it's a pressure that I'm sure if we decide to talk about, we'll spend a while on.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
Definitely we'll do that when we're doing the battle of the sexes. So this is the introductory, your introductory remarks. But do you feel pressure? Do you feel pressure?
Yeah, like we said, if you want to move, if
you feel pressure, do you feel the pressure from you yourself? I want to understand where your pressure is coming from. Is it from family, say, hey, Charlie, you're doing music, we know they see anything, or it's from your friends who say, or it's from society, or
I mean, the pressure, it starts from somewhere. So like the family one like this, it started from there. But then right now, you are proving a point. Because initially, I mean, till Baby Jets will buy like a big mansion at this thing, most of our parents want us to play football. Right now, things are changing. People are like really making a lot of profits from music. So the parents, their point of view is changing. That's past pressure. Now, right now, it's pressure to like stay, maybe if you want to stay number one. Do you understand? Yes, that one like this is self-inflicted because you can never be number one for the rest of your life. It's just music and entertainment. So till you now start enjoying the music and start entertaining yourself through the music, people will connect. Do you understand? So most of the time, if you are feeling pressure or whatever it is that you are really, really feeling, it kind of like shows in like the music that you do and kind of like affects your music. So musicians mostly tend to be like, mostly try to relax or stay calm or stay on like a neutral level as possible. So say they can balance with other people or the society. That's how it comes from. That's how it comes from.
I'm tempted to ask you a question that I want to keep for later, per what you just said to me. Let me keep it for later when we come and during the battle of the sexes. But you have been through phases, and in certain phases you've been asked questions about your career has been questioned. In those instances, do you feel like they're asking too much of you and then you feel that there's pressure on you, or you feel that you're not giving the best and so you begin to look inside and say, look, let me put this pressure on myself? Or you say, look, this is society not, asking too much of me?
Well, for me, it's been a roller coaster for me. Like, I like that word, I don't know why.
Yeah, you've used it too many times already.
Yes, yeah. Because I've had different phases of my life. Now, one thing that always keeps me going is that I say music chose me. I didn't choose to do music because I had the chance to have become a building engineer. I was in Takoradi Poly third year when I should have finished to go and be a building engineer when my first album came out. So before I could finish school, I was like a celebrity all over. So the music chose me. Now, I had to listen to my inner voice. If this is not my path, I don't think I'll still be doing it. I've never struggled to want to be the person that I want to be.
The society begins to question you at certain points.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that for me, because I've never struggled to be the person that I wanted to be. I've always loved what I'm doing, and I believe that it's what brought me to this far. To be around for 15 years is not something I could just fight.
But you felt pressure?
I don't know. The only pressure that I felt is to be able to do a song or something better than what I've done before.
And this pressure is from who?
Myself, to be a better version.
You don't get it from society?
Well, people can say whatever they want to say, but as to how it affects me, I don't think I can allow people to have that strong impact on my mind, like somebody who doesn't know their own sense of direction.
Even when you
I can listen to something, but it doesn't mean that it's pressure on me.
But even when you say that you're doing this for the people,
yes,
they still don't get to you.
But if I'm not able to direct myself, how then do I direct them?
They are supposed you're doing it for them. So,
exactly. So then I soak my own pressure enough that it puts me in that frame of mind to be able to direct myself so that they can also be directed.
Anyway, so that is the masculine perspective about pressure in show business. We're going to delve deeper because some of the things that especially Kobe and Dakubai were beginning to say is pulling my mind to a lot of things. Is this pressure for the fame or is for the money? When you get the pressure, even self-inflicted, that from society, do you begin to, change towards what you begin to hear from society so that you can make some money in your pocket? Or you say, like you say, oh, do the music and entertain yourself. Whether there's money or no money, we get to find out during the Battle of the Sexes. But before then, Fantana and Rosalind will join us.
First things first, you look at, is this path the right path to help me succeed? Because again, just like I said, pressure from my end, looking at speaking well,
compromising and coming in between and doing what they like and also feeling comfortable. Because at the end of the day, people are going to talk regardless. So
welcome back to the G-Spot here on Joy Prime. I need to tell you that we are shooting from the premises of Furniture City. They have an ultra-modern showroom on the Spinks Road. It's close to the roundabout, the Flowerport roundabout. And if you're looking for furniture for your home, your office, school, and for your church, the place to come to is Furniture City. You can call them on 024421 333, 0244213333. And also you can WhatsApp them on 054-031-4948. My makeup was by Gion Aesthetics, and you can reach her on 0243-882118. Also, my hair is by Harry's Professional. Her name and her telephone number will definitely be on your screen, so you can grab that and make a call to her and get your hair done there. Now, the men have spoken about this pressure that we talked about. Is it societal? Is it self-imposed? Well, they kind of feel like it's a mix of both. But the women are now going to share their perspective on that. And in no particular order, I introduce to you my guest. To my extreme left, we have the lady who is on fire. She's a new addition to the Rough Town Records. She's been training for a lot of things. Let's see whether she gets to speak about this pressure, the way she's getting pressure for not knowing how to cook. That's Fantana. You're welcome, Fantana.
Thank you.
And also next to Fantana and next to me is my friend from Television Africa, Rosalind. She's a fashionista as well. She's a TV presenter, and she's always looking sweet to the eye. You're welcome.
Thank you, Darlena. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so Fantana, I talked about your pressure first. You must have been feeling a lot of pressure. If you want to be truthful to me, you must have.
No, not really.
Not really?
Yeah.
But to some extent?
Not really, no.
Okay.
I'm just,
You're just
going
with the flow. You don't even get to worry about all the feedbacks you get after your interviews, after you try to be you and all that.
No, because being me is the only thing that I can be, so people are going to like it or not. So, it's like...
Are you thinking of succumbing to the pressure?
No, nothing really bothers me too much.
Okay,
yeah.
So I think that you're in a good place then. But we'll get to find out what your pressure is from, since it's not societal. I'm sure you still have some kind of pressure you're dealing with.
I guess. I think so. I guess.
Well, she's guessing. But Rosalie, I'm sure that there's pressure. do you do tracker at your end? Is there a tracker issue as your
Well,
end?
there is.
Okay.
And yes, there's pressure to succeed. There's pressure not to fail. There's pressure to make sure that, your show is getting the kind of views that everybody wants. There's pressure to speak well. There's pressure
I like that one.
Yes.
No, I'm Kogba.
No, you can't
And too much pressure.
No, there's pressure to speak well. there's pressure to look good. And so, yes, there's pressure coming from all angles. However, if you know yourself and you know that you want to succeed, first things first, you look at, is this path the right path to help me succeed? Because again, just like I said, pressure from my end, looking at speaking well, looking good, everything, it's for your own good. Because when you speak
these
good,
pressure that you're talking about, or these, are they self-imposed, or these are the demands of the job you do, or the demands of the people who look up to you or watch you? Where's it coming from?
I think it's both ways. Talking about looking good, it's always been me. It's always been my mantra. I mean, I always say that you never know who you meet. So everywhere you go, you need to have a certain standard. So I've been like this, no matter where I go. And those who know me, like this is who I am. I'm not too different from that. And speaking good, yes, it comes from, the work. Self-imposed a little bit because you feel good when you sound good.
You don't want to be trolled.
And not about trolling. It's about knowing that it's going to help you one day. Because when you work and you are good at what you do, it's going to help your career. So the pressure of also making sure that your career improves also comes in there.
Fantana, you say you don't have pressure, but let me remind you of the pressure that I think that you're getting. Remember your Tidal Reef performance?
Yeah.
You've heard the reviews?
Some of them.
Some of them?
They're so funny, though.
Oh!
Yeah, I don't take things to heart, and I don't take things personal, At the end of the day, people are going to think whatever they want to think, And I put myself here. I put myself on the platform, so I can't cry over every little thing. Either, I just take it and laugh and just move on and do better. I can't lock myself in a room and say, oh, my God, it's my first time. Ever. I've never performed anywhere. And, I was just vibing. I was just doing what I was doing.
Is it like you're expecting that society, begins to go with your flow and you're not even bothered, like you're saying, some of the reviews, you're not bothered?
I'm not bothered because people will eventually love what they hate. So I just feel like...
Where did you buy that theory from, or where did you get that from?
From myself. People love what they hate. They're going to hate you to the point where they love you. You get what I'm saying? So there's nothing I can do about it, and I can't change who I am. I can make people like me for me being who I am, but I cannot be somebody I'm not, because I'm not going to be comfortable. You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
But your music, you're doing this music for the people.
Right.
And yet they don't think that you're giving them the quality that they deserve, and you don't think that their pressure is valid?
Oh, no, they like my song. They like my song, but it was my performance, Some people were like, oh, my God, like, she did it great. And some people were like, you were moving too much. You get it? So even if I went on the stage...
You hear the ones about your voice as well?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I was shouting. You know what I'm saying? I was shouting, but it's like, it's my first time performing, like, anywhere, like I said. So honestly, I was shouting because I was like, wait, can they hear me? Because I was swinging the microphone everywhere. So it's like, I didn't know. I was just doing like, I don't know.
The reason I'm dwelling on that is I want to know whether it is brought about some self-consciousness that says you need to go back to the drawing board, or you need to go work on the voice, or you need to go work on your performance. That's the kind of pressure I want to know whether you've got affected by.
So I looked at the comments and for me, I reviewed myself. That was my first performance, so obviously...
You keep saying it was your first, as if when it's your first day, we shouldn't expect the best.
Yeah, I mean, it's my first for everything. Either I did what I can, and it's y'all are helping me like, okay, you were swinging the mic too much, which is right, So the next time I do that, I'm not going to swing it. So I think everything in life takes time, You're going to learn. People make mistakes. People do things that maybe they shouldn't have done. I could have went on the stage and stood there like a mannequin, and people will still complain. I could have went on the stage and been running up and down, which I was, and people were complaining. So it's just all about compromising and coming in between and doing what they like and also feeling comfortable. Because at the end of the day, people are going to talk regardless. So...
Well, we'll see how long you'll be dwelling with people who are going to talk. But, the kind of job that we do, like you initially talked about, the pressure to be perfect and blah, blah, blah. There's also the pressure of competition. How does that, gets to you or worries? When you're presenting, they said, this person is, I don't know if you get that. Hey, this person's on TV at the same time I'm on TV. They're getting the, do you get to face that?
Well, I haven't faced that yet, truth be told. And if people are saying it, that is in their homes, but I haven't faced that yet. I know what I'm doing. I know what I can do and what I cannot do. I try to be my best. I mean, I compete with myself a lot. I always say that nobody criticizes me more than I criticize myself. So if you are doing well, that is for you. If I'm doing well, that's for me. And I always say to myself again that I know where I want to be. It's not about where you are going, because I can't compete with you not knowing where you want to be. So if I know that this is the way, I will go there. What if you are there, but that is your path? That is not my path. So obviously people will talk. I haven't heard it yet, but I look at what will help me. Is this good for me? Is this the right path for me? Am I going to get to my destination where I always want to be? That is what I look at.
Well, at this point, there's been some establishment that there's pressure. It depends on how you decide to handle it. Whether you want to go with the flow or you want them to adjust to you and definitely understand you for who you are. But now it's time for us to have the battle of the sexes where it gets heated. Let's ask some more questions about pressure. I want to say let's ask some more pressing questions about pressure. We get to see how the ladies manage pressure as compared to how the men would do this. Do they have to seek some drugs? How do they go about it? We'll find out during the battle of the sexes.
So then eventually you are succumbing to pressure because that is what people want. People want you to talk, so you are talking.
No, I'm saying that we want to get you talking instead.
We want to get you talking. That's what I'm saying.
So we're going to keep doing the things that will get you.
So you still are doing what people want you to do, to talk.
Because it's easier to do me and
to be
for
somebody
you to
else.
talk.
But what about you doing you where nobody is going to talk?
Welcome back to the Battle of the Sexes here on the G Sport. My name is Miss G. If you just joined us, we are talking about pressure. We're asking, these pressures we hear about, are they self-imposed or the people just, who want to live by society? Society says, look this way, drink this way, jump this way, sing this way, laugh this way, and then they are following because they say that society, they are the same people who buy my music, they are the same people who give me gigs and all that. Let's find out from the people who get to either be inflicted by societal pressure or in self-imposed pressure. So in no particular order, let me introduce to you my guest. At my extreme left is Daco Vibes, the guy who, I love the way he loves to represent Ga. He doesn't miss out on that one. He represents his people. The Daco, you think the Daco is Chi Daco?
Yes, it's a Kiabu.
But where's the Niamu from?
I'm mixed. It's like my grandma is Ghana, and then this one is this one, and then we'll be fighting. Like me, I want this name for the boy. I want this name for the boy, and then we'll share.
Oh, okay.
So
that's how you have the Niamu. Oh, okay, but you're originally an Ekuapim.
Yeah, no, not originally. I'm Ghana because I've stayed with like Ghana's my whole life, like Ghana town my whole life. So I've never been to Ekuapim before. It's just the same.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I guess why he represents his people so well. And next to him is Fantana, the hot girl that is with Wendy Shea now at the Rough Town Records, headed by Bullet. Then we have Wuta Kobi, who has decided to take a solo project and a solo path. He says, no more, never ask me again about Wuta. I am on a solo mission. And I'm sure he's enjoying that. Then a fellow presenter, Roslyn, who works with TV Africa. She's a morning show host. These are my guests for the topic pressure. They've already shared their initial opinion on pressure. Now let's get to find out, now that it's been established that there's some kind of pressure, let's get to take, if you have reactions to what the ladies have said, let's take your reactions. Otherwise, we'll continue with...
Well, I think that when I was listening, I overheard the pressure to try to speak English even clearly.
Correctly.
Yeah.
Dress a certain kind of way and all of that.
To look good.
Wow. That's dress a certain kind of way, right?
Look good.
Look good. And
she's trying to speak correctly.
Yeah, you see? So that's pressure.
Yeah.
But I think that's self-inflicted pressure. Because for the first place, English is not even our mother tongue. we learn.
Hey, but will they agree? Even me here, when I said pressures, I'm really thinking in my mind that pressure has plural.
You have no idea how many people are at home watching and they're like, oh, wait, you shouldn't have said it like that. You should have said it like this. Oh, no.
But that's a conversation for like 3 minutes or like 2 minutes.
Really? No, that's for you, probably your industry, but when it comes to us,
Let me
it's not like that.
If it goes on social media, if somebody tweets now and says, Miss G said this or that.
I mean,
it's for eternity.
If you're a presenter and then you're presenting in Ghana or in Chi, you have to do it well.
Exactly.
So
but
yes,
in English, there's no.
That's what I'm saying. That if it's in Ghana or in Chi or in English, everything that you're doing, like, you have to do it well. So I mean, if you are presenting for me in English and then you don't speak good English, you worry me small because that's miscommunication.
Exactly.
So at least it's valid that you're worried about all those.
Yeah.
So Kobe, her worry is valid.
Yeah. I'm just saying that they're self-inflicted pressure.
But it's you know that.
No, you don't fix, like square holes in round pegs. You understand? Like, she's supposed to know what she's doing before she has to be there. She's supposed to know how to speak good English before she vied for the job that she's doing. So I don't think that should be pressure. It's like me coming to say, you asked me to come and sing. It's not pressure. It's what I do. I'm just coming to sing.
But you also want to always, when you enter the booth, be in key.
Fine.
It's not pressure.
Not pressure. No,
it's not pressure.
It's what I do. It's not pressure.
No, but then you want to make sure that whoever your audience is likes what they see, right?
That's what I'm saying. That it's
so
self-inflicted pressure.
but at the end of the day, they are expecting something from Wutakobi, and Wutakobi needs to deliver what they are expecting. Right. So they are giving you the pressure. You are giving yourself the pressure.
I'm coming to deliver.
It's a group of people expecting.
Yes.
It, right?
Yes.
It's a group of people.
Exactly.
So those group of people can accept what he offers because they've got the big world, and then you cannot offer something that's going to supply the whole world. You offer stuff that's going to supply a group of people.
Right.
So if, like we are saying, what Wuta is going to present is going to like a group of people are going to like it. That's the group of people. What if he's going out of his jurisdiction and going to do something, and then the other group of people will be like, but this guy, they tried too hard. Then right now to
there's a pressure. There's a pressure from that side. There's a pressure from
they even know what I'm coming to give to them.
That's
but once you give it to them, they are able to scrutinize.
But the thing is that you wanting to please them is self-inflicted because then again, when I was a kid, the type of music I listened to, another type of music I listen to now. So imagine somebody doing things that I only like. I'm grown right now. What's up? You see, as people grow with people. That's how. So like we are saying, maybe Fantana will say that maybe she don't know how to perform, and then maybe on the stage she'll do the mic, blah blah blah. Somebody will see that, she doesn't know how to perform. Maybe in a year or two, maybe she'll be solid as hell. And then that same person who's going to say, she came to Tyra River and then she sucked. Like she said, they'll hate you and then to love you. That's if you work on it. And then that's no pressure. That's actually you want to be, you are trying to be a better person.
But then,
because people like you.
Is it not the same thing we are saying? Because if you're telling me that if I started today and it wasn't good enough, and people criticized, and tomorrow I got better. What happened? You took the advice.
No, that's
you
not
decided
pressure.
is what?
That's not pressure. That's you
correcting
yourself because then again.
But you still decided to make yourself better.
Not for people, but myself.
But for yourself, exactly. But still, you're making yourself better to feel good, right? Yeah. So who is pressuring yourself? You're pressuring yourself.
I feel like it's in your mind. Like for me, my performance, if I go and watch it, okay, what I did was this, what I did was this. I'm not doing it because people said it's horrible. I'm doing it because I don't like what I did. I realized it. If I liked what I did, I'm going to keep doing it until y'all accept it.
Yeah.
Right.
You get it? But because I know swinging a mic, you cannot do that anywhere. Even Rihanna doesn't swing a mic. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to stop swinging my mic.
It's the same thing. So you realize that swinging a mic is wrong. Yes. So it's still, you don't want to do it. It's the same way that, let's say, what I said, if you're on a certain tangent and you want to keep up to that tangent, you never move away from that tangent because you know where you want to go to. You know the goal you have set. You want to make sure you achieve that particular goal.
And that's why he's saying that this are your personal pressure that you're giving.
So there's nothing wrong with it.
They're not saying it's wrong,
you picking pressure for yourself.
Exactly.
And then saying that. But what she's saying is that there's a difference between like picking less pressure, like say, okay, this one is pressuring me because it's choice of words. This thing is pressuring me, and then I've realized that this thing is I'm working on it. It's two different things.
Let's dwell a bit on Fantana's stance. She says look, I'm going to do it the way I want to do it, so you all begin to accept.
Well, she didn't say that. She said Rihanna doesn't swing. Yes, she said Rihanna doesn't swing the mic and blah blah blah. So, like based on that, what the people said, she realized it, and then she's not going to swing the mic.
No, but earlier she didn't say that.
That's why I'm surprised that initially,
but we are arguing based on what she's saying now. If like what she said,
why are you saving her from her own comments?
Because she changed what
no, I'm just
like they say, have you changed your mouth?
No, I didn't change my. But anybody who sees it, like it's common sense for me. It's common sense. I was swinging my mic
because you know what you said. You initially said, "Oh, the reviews." Did you say they were funny or?
Yeah, they were funny. Yeah.
And then you kept saying that it is you being you, and it was your first time.
Right.
And so I asked you whether it was as though you wanted us to accept that because it was your first time, you were bound to make mistakes. And then now you're saying that you realize that because Rihanna also doesn't swing the mic, you would work on it to better yourself, not because people have criticized you, right?
Yeah. So what I was saying is me swinging the mic, obviously, in anyone's eyes, that does not look normal, especially on a stage. You know, the mic is not a bottle, it's not a drink, I'm not in twist, you get what I'm saying? So there's things that I need to do. So me watching my performance, you know, okay, okay, I can dance, cool, fine. I was shouting my own song. You know, my voice is there. What I did was I was shouting. I don't need
people say that somebody else sang the song for you.
Yeah, they're tripping because I was shouting and I knew I was shouting. You know, nobody sang the song for me.
No, but let's not dwell on you. I'm just saying that you have a stance that says that, look, whether you push me, you don't push me, what I'm doing, if it's right, I'm not succumbing to any form of pressure. That's what I want to deduce from what you're saying. And in this kind of, you know, when you take a stance like this, do you think that it gives you room to adjust to the people that you claim you're serving? Let's take Fantana, that she's the one who said, I'm just using her stance as an example. Because there are people who take stands like that.
If you don't stand for something, you fall for everything.
So your stand is that
somewhere and make sure that your mind. You see, to be a celebrity, you need tough skin.
Exactly.
You understand?
That we accept.
Like
so if
not any, you can't just allow anything to get into you just like that, because that will be poison to you.
Because what I want to understand, whether there are times where you fall for the pressure from society based on, you know, the numbers. For instance, what will I use? Let's use my hairstyle. And I'm sitting in front of TV and people keep complaining about the hairstyle. They don't like it, they don't like it, they don't like it. And I have about, say, 100 retweets on one person's. Do you get to a point where the commentary from society gets you to begin to reshape? That's all I want to. Or you are like, imagine painting, I'm not moving.
It's your hair.
The thing is that it's your hair.
Yeah, it's your head.
But I'm very
confident. Most of the time, like I wear certain things. Like when I was in school, I used to wear like really short pants, and then they didn't understand that I was wearing short pants. But then again, I was comfortable in it. A lot of people were talking. They were talking blah blah blah. But then again, eventually,
but this one,
in school, now everybody in my school started wearing like short pants.
But you know that this is school you're talking about. You're talking about you serving a market, you becoming a musician who is like a role model to people. Exactly, it's a role model to people. No, at that point, hold on. At that point, you're not a celeb. At that point, you're not that provide.
As at that point, I would say that I was doing battles and then I was kind of famous.
No, it's only your circles. So I'm saying that now that exactly, but now that you're representing a movement, sort of, and let's say you have a Darko Vibe movement, and they're not excited by certain things that you do, and then they are pushing for it.
Then it's not my movement.
So it means that you're also almost on the same stance with Fantana, that you need to buy into what I do, whether you like it or not. This is me.
That's the thing. In this world it's big. Now there are people who are like you. No matter you have to. There are people who are like you. Now it depends on how genuine you are. If you are genuine, people are like you. They can relate. So that's when people get lost in the source. Like they'll say that, okay, I need to do what this person says, this person says. Now if you have a movement, like let me use somebody like Shatawale. Shatawale has a movement. Now Shatawale standing where it is standing, like firmly where it is standing, people tend to like him more, because after years and years and years of you consistently complaining, He's giving us good music. He's doing like really good stuff for himself, which is attracting him fans. Assuming, say, Shatta Wale should have listened to what people are saying, and then they started to do something else. That's losing Shatta Wale fan base, and then we don't know what Shatta Wale is going to get in the future. Which fans is he going to get?
And they love what they hate.
That's you confusing yourself. You get lost in the source. You go stress.
The interesting and funny thing now is that it's like we've all figured it out. It's like the more you talk, the more we even like it more. So if what we are going to do is going to make you keep talking, let's get the news.
Well, let's knock the music. The most important part is the music.
Yeah.
So the music they enter.
It's taking a twist. It's taking a twist now.
So the talk is what is winning now.
You should get it talking because that's what you want to do.
So,
it's like when people.
So then eventually you are succumbing to pressure because that is what people want. People want you to talk, so you are talking.
No, I'm saying that we want to get you talking instead.
We want to get you talking. That's what I'm
but,
saying.
So we're gonna keep doing the things that will get you.
So you are you still are doing what people want you to do to talk.
Because it's easier to do me
and to be somebody else.
But what about you doing you when nobody is going to talk? Are you still going to be you
because
by nobody talking? Because if let's say Wuta is not a controversial person and nobody's talking about Wuta Kobe, and will you still be there and say I'm being me and they're not talking about me, or because you're talking you really want them to talk about? No, I'm just using what he said. Right. That if this is what it is, everybody is talking, let's get them talking. So if Wuta is not somebody like that, are you now going to change your style to get people talking?
I've not changed my style. I don't think I'm going to ever change my style. I'm just saying, it's always been about the music to get people talking.
Which is your problem? Is it the pressure to gain fame or the pressure to make some money?
I don't see pressure on either side. Honestly, I'm doing this because I want to do it and I'm passionate.
You're not doing it for the money?
No, I'm not doing it for the money. No.
What are you doing it for?
I'm doing it for myself because I want to do it, and I'm doing it for.
So you could as well play it in your room, lock yourself, and then listen to it.
But we are artists.
We're artists.
Understanding.
No, what I'm saying is,
when people are talking, they know that after all, she's doing it for herself.
Yeah, that's the thing.
When I say for my,
she's doing it for herself, or we are saying that we're doing it for her. It's not like say it's selfishly for ourselves that we play it in our rooms. It's for ourselves. This is what makes me happy. I sing. Now listen to it. Do you like it? Yes. No.
If you don't like it, okay. You'll like it eventually. If you like it, then it's like good.
There are certain songs that some you can't like.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that one is true. Okay, yeah. There's songs you can't like, but still, eventually, I don't know.
You be bomb white. You be bomb white. You see, he was rooting for you all this while, deceiving you, and you are also following him. Look at what he did to you finally.
We are still on the same page. I'm just correcting that statement.
There's some songs like I really love Rihanna, for instance, but there's some songs she put out like I would never like it. It's like I don't like it. I love you, but I don't like this particular song. That does not mean I hate all your songs. I just don't like the song. So
the big point is the song, not you. The song.
That's why I was asking her that she's talked so much about herself that if you ask people, who is Fantana? The girl that says she doesn't know how to cook. If you ask them what her song is, it might be a problem. So I'm asking whether with the feedback she's gotten, is she going to readjust and say, look, I've seen this is what the market is, because there's a dictate from the market. Are you going to move? But you say you're going to remain there. Maybe it is you, but you don't even have much say. Your management does actually.
No, I have much say.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what if she starts cooking and then she starts telling people?
I didn't say.
I started cooking.
Yeah. Then everyone's gonna be like, oh my
God. Now that the
God.
conversation has moved from her song back to cooking and what society thinks about her. So that's the topic.
The topic is what society thinks about us. And then right now I'm trying to say that it's about the music.
Anyway, finally, before we go, let's talk about how when it gets really difficult for you, you're able to manage when that's time, when you have set a target for yourself, either if self-imposed based on society and you're not able to hit it, how you're able to manage it. Are you the kind who would, close the door, weep all through, get something, alcohol, what do you do in that case?
Well, probably God has been too good. I haven't been there yet.
You haven't set targets that you haven't achieved throughout the year. I'm yet to achieve.
Throughout the year? Yes. Haven't achieved?
You have achieved all your...
No, I'm just saying that if I haven't achieved it, then it wasn't that much of a target. I saw myself getting to where I am today. And it took 10 years. It wasn't an
So
overnight.
within that 10 years, what were you doing?
I was working. I never gave up. I worked hard.
Were
Never
the days where
gave
you're
up.
beating yourself to it and saying, look, I've been too, like we say, I've slacked too much. So
No, I think that what I told myself was that it's going to happen eventually, no matter how long it takes. And so I worked hard towards it. Was I too hard on myself? No. What I did for myself was to improve upon myself. And I kept on saying that wherever I find myself today, I'll work hard to make sure that when I get there that day, I'll look back and I'll be an inspiration to people. So I never beat myself, but I said I will pick up myself. I'll pick up the broken pieces, mend it together, and move ahead.
what do you do when you're under extreme pressure?
Sleep. Yeah, sleep.
When you're under pressure, you are able to sleep.
Because nothing's bothering. Sleep. You can't hear nothing. You can't see. You can't think. Just
But
sleep.
you wake up and the pressure is still
It's
in your
gone.
face. Oh, by the time you wake up,
It's gone. I can't kill myself.
You should understand where she's
I'm just so like I don't know. Not everybody's like me, but for me, like I don't know.
You
I
know,
was
some
just,
people are watching and say, oh, this girl is being fake.
no. I was born with tough skin. You can't nothing. Like I'm just like that's it.
Lakubai, what do you do when you're under extreme pressure?
Extreme pressure. Everybody get tired. When I'm under pressure, everybody around me is stressed.
Because what do you do?
Oh yeah, because I'll put fire on it.
How? You
Because,
talk?
Like, oh no, I mean I'm a talkative. I talk a lot. So yeah, basically, me I'm a schemer. Like I always say, I like planning and planning. I like a plan a lot. So when I'm under pressure, it's still planning because I plan a lot. So then I'll call all my people that I plan with, and I'll share it amongst you, and find a way around it.
So you're not the one. You don't go for a drink. You don't sleep.
Oh, me.
You don't go for a smoke.
I do is recreational. Like I like to have fun. Just,
So it's not that you do it because you're under pressure. Because I don't
I'm
go
young and fresh.
swimming when they are under pressure. I eat a lot when I'm under pressure.
Yeah, I've heard that thing before.
I eat a lot.
Me,
I just
eat
want
a
my
lot.
jaw to be moving.
Me, I eat a lot. I like to, like, when I'm under pressure, I don't know, I just...
I think I lose weight when I'm under pressure. Of course, I lose appetite. I can't eat. I just let it go and probably
you can't do anything about it.
play loud music,
Sleep.
dance,
Just sleep.
try and look good,
There are so many
do what
things you
to make
can do
yourself
to-
happy.
Kill pressure.
Yeah.
But you have never shared one. You just say you share your work. That's all you say.
That's what I'm saying, because I believe that... if
But you're
the-
under pressure. You have.
Yes, it's pressure under me, but I have people that I work with. That's the thing. I won't be there and be taking pressure. Then I'll say, okay, this is my pressure. Then I'll take the pressure. we have people, we have friends. You can share the pressure. Me, when I'm under pressure, I share the pressure. When I share my pressure, mostly it gets solved.
When you're under pressure, finally you.
I've grown to position myself like mentally stronger. I've become the guy who can tell himself anything positive and want to believe in it and just keep going. So sometimes I lie to myself.
So let me put you on the spot. When you're under pressure with making this decision you've come out with concerning your group,
I become very happy about it instantly. The moment I make that decision, I have
it
to
took you a
become
while
happy
to
about
get
it.
there.
Yes.
How did you manage the pressure mentally? Were you saying, because there are days where you say, oh, I'm forgiving. I believe that.
I've forgiven you long time.
Yes. So how did you manage through before you came to this decision?
Well, it didn't. I was actually spending more time with the music. It only had to bring me back a little bit because I figured that whenever I go for an interview, all they want to do is take me back. And like, no, I'm not going back. I want to keep going for it. So I had to put that. It wasn't even pressure. I just had to put that statement. I could have gone for one interview to say, don't talk to me about Utah. But I wanted everybody to hear that. It worked. Look at it. It worked though. I did a video of myself and I said, don't talk to me about Utah anymore. It's that we are done. And now when I go for interview, people are even afraid to even want to talk about it. Because you see that I will make your interview like very disgusting. Because I will not I won't answer anything about it. You look stupid, I look stupid, we'll all be there. You don't ask me.
Right.
The best
Michi, I think that with celebrities, one big problem is that, you know, for the young ones coming up, I think the biggest problem is that we say we don't succumb to societal pressure, and hence depression is setting in. So I think everybody needs to get somebody to talk to when there's pressure on you.
But people are here saying that you don't succumb.
No, that's what I'm saying. I said that, look, when you are on a path or you're on a target.
If you did this thing inside,
yes,
you
see.
Are you telling me that, like, you know go?
No, because every level and its devil.
Yes, so you need
the
somebody
pressure
to
that you face when you're becoming Darko Vibe is not the pressure you're facing today. You understand? Exactly. So when we let's end the conversation and do this behind the scenes. But when we sit down and say there's no pressure, people will be saying
there is pressure.
Exactly, but we are not speaking the truth. We are all saying that there's no pressure.
There is pressure.
And you are the only one speaking the truth. Anyway,
there is pressure.
Since they say there's no pressure, please pressure the celebs for us.
No.
Pressure Darko Vibe, pressure Fantana, pressure Computer. Okay,
so do you think that they are not pressuring?
You say they are not pressuring you.
But that's the thing.
If that's the thing,
based on what you've seen and so many things, you think they are pressuring us. Now, based on how we counter the type of pressure and it gives, we are saying that we've matured.
But he didn't say that. He said there's no pressure. You're not succumbing to the pressure.
Right now, after the whole discussion, it's a
you're
summary.
still on tape.
That's what I'm saying. After the whole discussion, this is a summary because we had a discussion. So right now, we are trying to summarize everything. I'm trying to say that based on what you said, you are saying that based on what
I've said, based on what you have experienced.
Okay, based on the topic.
What you have experienced.
Based on what I've said, I'm saying that I have matured enough to say, like saying, of course, what you are saying is pressure. I've matured enough to like bounce it off it and not to think about it as a pressure. Hence, no pressure.
So tell her that she's
but we need people. We need people to talk to. You know, I'm sorry we are ending, but let me just say this. You see, I'm going to use your colleague Wendy Shea as an example, where she took a picture with the president, ex-president.
At this point, I'm an observer.
You know, there was so much pressure. And her name was even taken off the white list. Her name came back and you saw her reformation. She came back a different person. So this is it. There's pressure, whether we like it or not, and sometimes we need to listen.
No, but that's the thing. If you are going to see the president, the thing is, if you are going to see the president,
but she was herself the first time.
No, that's what I'm saying.
She was herself the first time. The second time we saw Wendy Shea all covered up.
Yeah, but some things.
But she covered up more times.
Nah.
Please, if Fantana is going, when Fantana is going, she wear a bikini.
Oh, she's covered up today. So she wear a bikini.
I wear bikinis. I wear. You saw what I was wearing on stage. I'm not gonna wear it on an interview. It's where you're going is what you wear.
There's no pressure, but she actually said issued an apology.
It be wardrobe where she is small.
Yeah.
It will happen. You dey go
wardrobe malfunction, what she posted on social media, go for pressure, all of that. You know that people buy.
And every minute is here. She's not defending you.
Exactly.
What did you say?
I said everybody.
She came to apologize because of pressure. She could have said, "This is who I am. I can't be bothered. Leave me like that." But she still said that. I'm sorry. I won't do that again. So that pressure.
So then it's how you deal with it. That's why we are saying that.
No, that's why I said no. You know, she acknowledged what she did was wrong. Like I said, everybody is different. Everybody takes things differently. It was a wardrobe malfunction.
That's
you know,
what I see.
And it was a post malfunction.
It was a caption malfunction. Instagram's fault. Everybody.
Instagram's fault.
It was Instagram's fault.
Sorry.
Thank you very much, Darko Vibe, musician Darko Vibe. Is so vibrant. He says, Charlie, he stayed woke, and now you're accepting his music. You cannot do. You know that some people love your part in Kokeke.
So imagine me going to sing that it's Gao, and then like the way I sing Gao, a lot of people complain about like the way I sing Gao, a lot.
Why?
About they don't understand. So you see the way they feel about them. That's you. So we are a group of people.
We don't even understand some francophone songs.
Exactly,
but we jive to it.
How did that become a problem?
But the way you vibe to my song as a Gao, you're a group of people. I'm a group of.
I'm ever cry, but
you speak a lot of Gao.
Yeah.
So that's a group of people. Now I have a lot of friends who are like Ashanti friends who don't understand Ghana. Like,
but if the music is good, no matter the language, But the music is good. I mean, I'm a fan. We sing anyway.
So the main point is the music is good. So like back to what Miss G is saying, Shama Sanyame. That's what we've been saying. Because everybody get their own group of people.
Yeah, that's
true.
So
you just have to like know the group that you're inside and then like work on it.
Yeah.
You can't be trying to be like something else.
On that note, Fantana is also a label mate of Wendy Sheo on Rough Town Records, and then we have Uta Kobi, who is now a solo artist, and also now we have why you're cheering him out for being a solo artist? Hey, enemy of progress.
No.
You're part of the enemy of
No. I love Uta.
I'm lying. I beg, don't do it. And then
please don't throw me. I love Uta.
Roslyn works with TV Africa. My guests have been fantastic. We've had a great discussion, even though the latter part became extremely interesting than the beginning. My name is Miss G. Pressure did my top. I beg. Many people not give me pressure. Pressure did my top too much. I beg. Let me go at my pacing. I beg you. Have a good evening. I'm in the right profession, but they put too much pressure.
Too much pressure.
Too much pressure. Hey.